It must suffice.
Thinkamir cares if I'm clean.
The gentleman will refer to His Imperial Majesty by his full title or not at all. The gentleman will be seated on the bergère.
The what now?
In that chair. Tetwin, please shave the gentleman's sideburns to half an inch.
What's wrong with my beard? Always thought it added to my dignity.
It does. Yet it also detracts from your elegance. In Nilfgaard, we consider beards hard on the eyes. Especially beards infested with lice.
Been on the road a while. Fine, do your thing.
Tilt your head back, please, and sit still.
And prepare to answer some questions.
General, I am not certain this is the appropriate time.
I can't think of a better time. Men turn honest when they feel a blade at their throat. Morvran Voris, commander of the Alba Division. Before they take you in to see the Emperor, Witcher, there's some information I need you to verify. It's a formality, but one that must be seen to.
Sure. Paperwork's gotta be in order.
So, Geralt of Rivia. Place of birth unknown. Parents unknown. Age unknown. All insignificant details. Let us proceed to more recent events. The siege of La Valette Castle. The fate of the defending commander, one Arian.
Foltest ordered me to clear the path. The boy stood in my way.
Cutting down the La Valette heir. This made no impression on you? I suppose it wouldn't. What's some baron to an assassin of kings? Moving on. You then found shelter in charming Flotsam, and from there made your way to Vergen. My question is how?
I got out of Flotsam with Vernon Roach, commander of the Blue Stripes, and...
A murderer of non-humans. We know this gentleman well, Witcher. You forge interesting alliances.
Something tells me my most interesting is yet to come. Go on, next question, before my beard grows back in.
We shall shave you again if it does. Very well. The infamous summit at Loch Muin. You were there. And once again meddled in the affairs of the mighty.
The mighty had imprisoned Triss Merigold. Ought to know I care about her, and I tend to rescue those I care about.
And so you did, handing Radovid control of the Conclave and Council of Mages in the process.
Nilfgaard recently started a war, unprovoked. So do us both a favor and stop moralizing.
The gentleman must sit still. I'm almost done.
I'm afraid I might find that difficult. Because, from what I know, shortly afterwards you watched a defective megascope blow your friend Sheila de Tanserville to bits.
I watched her get in the megascope, but ultimately freed her from the trap your man Letho of Gullet had set. Write that down. I want to be sure the paperwork's in order now.
Well, national interest calls on one to forge difficult alliances at times. Alliances with witches included.
Well, that alliance has been dissolved, irrevocably. I killed Letho and Loch Muin.
So we heard. It's a good thing you did. Saved our agent some messy and difficult work. I believe that is all. Your signature, please, affirming you stated the whole truth and nothing but the truth on pain of imprisonment or death, etc., etc. Here and here.
With these formalities seen to, I would ask the General to leave the room. We shall be choosing the gentleman's attire. An important matter, but one that does not require the General's assistance.
Shame. I might have given you some advice. So long, Geralt. Good luck with your audience.
Feels more like I'm being readied for a wedding.
Were that so, I would have prepared the gentleman a frock, a tailcoat, or possibly a dinner jacket. In point of fact, the gentleman will choose from these garments.
Black, black, or black?
We do not like garish colors in Nilfgaard. The gentleman will tell me once he has chosen an outfit.
A shame we have no time.
This might come as news to the gentleman, but a towel wrapped around one's waist is not fitting attire for an audience. The gentleman will kindly dress. A touch tight in the waist, but it will do. Does the outfit satisfy the gentleman?
A studded doublet and a sword on my back, that's what would satisfy me. But tough, when in Nilfgaard.
Yes.
It's a saying. So what now? Powder my nose?
No need. The gentleman's complexion is light enough. The gentleman is to stand before the ruler of the North and South. I must confirm that he knows how to bow.
Confirm away.
Please watch. Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse. Wrong. Once more. Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse. Please, this is neither the time nor the place for such, and the gentleman will watch carefully. Leg extend. The lacking fluidity and grace. But we've learned to expect less. Come with me. The gentleman will address the Emperor only when asked to, and using the appropriate title.
Your Arch Magnificency?
I see the gentleman is in the mood for jests. I fear the Emperor might not share his disposition. Your Majesty will suffice. Spoken loudly, clearly, and with respect.
Mijn hart verkleed je. Is het een wat geen gehad?
In grimi eb art ketser. Duifen aden in karn eb marvoet. Emir var emreis.
Bow! Your Imperial Majesty.
Arer eb the orde.
Weljen namen, wat kan favor? So many months at Foltest Court, yet you still haven't mastered the basics of etiquette.
Know what they say? Can't teach an old wolf new tricks. Take it you didn't summon me to reminisce about the good old days, so...
Silence. My daughter Cyrilla. You will find her and bring her to me.
How many men in your army? So why?
You know why. For reasons of state. Enough of this banter, if for no other reason.
Save your generosity for those whose homes you... I'll do it for...
Your motives do... Yep. This audience is finished. Take him to the saucer.
As good.
Did the gentleman not understand? Did I not emphasize adequately that one must bow to the Emperor?
Relax. Nothing happened.
To the gentleman. But I shall be punished.
How?
Please keep close and bother no one. We've had enough breaches of etiquette for one day. And it's past
I think it becoming to disturb a lady.
What? Do you know who you're talking to, soldier? I'm Herivard the Second, Prince of Elanda.
Ja.
Only am I made to wait here
nee.
by some supplement.
Raadsleden enigt es toen is saur am neenvaar.
Ein Fein. Es sieht absurd. Ein Prinz an ein Mustang.
Glijden.
Vorteil an ein...
Dus wat gaan. Is maar streven.
Karen wat gaan, wat kalm.
Kim ved renegat en selfit den karte. Esse plenten ep not makke. En selfit den sigjar heft. Kasva ken guvelede. Tumeva inherot kassi vandra slappi ep karten tukas fikkovaro. Glen esse kassa. Vandra dalo eso nakkavasa.
The gentleman will have time for a stroll later. Please stay with me. The gentleman will have time for a stroll later. Please stay with me. The gentleman will have time for a stroll later. Please stay with me. The gentleman will have time for a... Once the gentleman is done, he should see me to retrieve his possessions.
That quill sharpened yet? Yes? Then transcribe. The true authority in Novigrad is not the city council or the merchants' guilds, but the Church of the Eternal Fire and the criminal underworld. At times it is difficult to tell the one from the other. They both display a similar ruthlessness and cynicism that...
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
You know what? I'll write the report myself. You'll need only prepare a clean draft. In triplicate.
Vedimin, directly out of Northern Lands. Inconceivable.
Geralt, that tunic, you look positively smashing.
Dying to take it off.
I'd consider that a proposition under different circumstances. One I might even take you up on. Now do you understand why I'm at Emir's court?
And seems we're in the same boat now. Ciri, she's really back? No chance he's
Look, that's more or less what she looks like now. Or so our agents claim. Our little witch has grown into a young lady.
How about that? She's grown up.
It's been years since you trained together at Kaer Morhen. A great deal has changed.
You haven't? Not a bit?
I miss... But let's focus on Ciri.
Right.
Because of me.
Well...
I can't risk another encounter like that. You must find her, Geralt. Before the Wild Hunt does.
So where's Ciri been seen, exactly?
In two places. Velen and Novigrad. The trail in Velen is most promising.
That's it? No passwords? Secret handshakes?
None. Sorry to spoil your fun. Your boyhood fantasies are... All we have in... Triss Merigold. Apparently she's got a cozy flat on the main square.
Sure she'll be delighted to see me.
I shall sail for Skellige. There was...
Guess this means we need to split up again. Not my preference, but I understand. Clock's ticking.
It is indeed. So what...
Not gonna happen. I'll go on horseback, as soon as I can get changed.
Have it your way? Oh, and... You really look quite dashing in black velvet.
Think so? Maybe I can have some of my armor lined with it. Good luck, Yen.
Same to you. And if you wish to learn what's happened in the world while you and Vesemir roamed the wilderness, talk to Ambassador Varatra. That's him over there. And Geralt. I shall be waiting.
Scars healed nicely.
No time.
Ambassador Varatra,
Of course.
how's the war going?
I assume this to be a private conversation. Our offensive was... Only a weakened Kedwen remained, and Radovid's Redania, which had ignored the rest of the North's pleas for help. We thought they'd sue for peace, perhaps even submit to vassalization. We waited for spring, certain of victory.
Radovid? Submit?
Yes, a vain... This attack took the Kedweni by surprise. They were still mourning the loss of their king. Rudderless and dejected, they laid down their arms after a few lost skirmishes and joined Radovid. And so by spring, instead of 2 weak enemies, we had only 1 powerful one.
What about Kavir?
Kavir values its neutrality, enough not to lend its armies, or more. Returning to the war, Radovid has retreated across the Pontar. He's safe.
Couldn't you just go home?
I'm afraid the stakes are...
How's the war going?
I assume this to be a... Our offensive was only a weakened... Yeah. This at... And so by spring...
That admiration I hear in your voice?
Radovid is our foe, but I cannot deny he is... Returning to the war, Radovid has retreated across...
Couldn't you just go home? Save her...
I'm afraid the stakes are too high. As bad as ever, perhaps worse. This land never flowed with milk and honey, and now it flows with blood. Armies have swept through it several times, trampling fields, looting granaries, burning villages. Famine grips the populace.
So how's ruling that earthly paradise going for you?
Not well, to be honest. Our forces... Thus, we've temporarily delegated authority in this region to a certain Nordling, a former low-ranking officer in the Temerian army, I advise you well. Avoid him.
How's the war go?
I assume our offense... Only a week... Yeah. This attack took the... And...
That admiral...
Radovid... Returning to the war... Could... I'm afraid the stakes are...
Thanks for your help.
Think nothing of it.
How might I serve the gentleman?
By returning my things.
citrus and cloves. The fragrance will keep the gentleman's robes fresh somewhat longer.
Thanks, bunches.
The Emperor is not known for his patience. He wants his daughter back safe and sound, as soon as possible.
Yeah, mentioned something of the sort. So long.
One false move and you will regret it.